Hey! I was just getting caught up on the latest trends and news of the world. Did you know 80% of content that you watch is online or on your mobile device? Did you know a great new channel that's out right now is called Mountain Fun Life? And you can watch it right on your mobile device, or coming soon to Roku. Make sure to check out Mountain Fun Life on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the website, mountainfunlife.com. Hello, did you know that most of the stuff shot on Mountain Fun Life is shot right here in this very studio? And maybe you've wanted your own show before. I mean, how cool would it be to be in a studio like this one with your very own show? Just go to mountainfunlife.com for more information, and you can submit to have your own show, and you can be right here.
Hi everyone, you're watching Life in the Smokies with Laura, and today we're going to be interviewing Emmanuel Mars. Hi Emmanuel.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So you've got your own show coming
do,
out, and
yes.
it is the Blue Room Social.
Blue Room Social. So excited about it. There is so much stuff going on in the Smokies, as you already know. And I understand that you have your own show too, right?
I do.
We're actually here in this show. Okay,
Yep,
great.
yep.
So the Blue Room Social is pretty much just one of those shows that can go anywhere. So having people, pastors, football coaches, business owners, just anything that is going on in the Sevier County, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, we want to just bring awareness to that, and just allow them to get on there, unwind, and just talk about what's going on.
Awesome, awesome. Now, where did you come up with the name of your show?
You know, the Blue Room Social has been around in my head for like 15 years. So
That's cool.
Yeah, so it started out as this idea that I would go and start this bar called the Blue Room Lounge. And I don't know, I've just always been infatuated with all these different shades of blue. So I had this this vision of all these blue lights going around and all that stuff, and, you know, and it's kind of like a pool hall type of thing. It's just a Blue Room Lounge, you know, and men would come in, and, you know, we had the blues music going, have some live bands going, and so it never really happened that way. So when I was approached to be a part of Smoky Mountain Fun Life, then I was like, you know what? Blue Room Lounge, Blue Room Social. Let's get that going again.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to see that finally manifesting.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, blue is a very happy color. It's a very calming color. So I think people are drawn to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of eases you. So yeah, I really like the thought of that. When I say that, when I say the Blue Room Social, and I think about it in my head, I don't know, it seems just really kind of like I want to curl up on a couch and just chill.
Just chill. That's what we're doing. We're just getting together. We're chilling.
Yeah.
We're chilling.
That is awesome. Awesome. Okay, so now, what about being a part of the Mountain Fun Life Network?
Oh my gosh. So excited about this. I mean, there are so many different ways to plug into the Pigeon Forge area, to the Sevierville area, to the Gatlinburg. And it's tough to really nail down every single thing that there is to do if you're a tourist that's coming to, you know, to this area. And so the idea behind the Mountain Fun Life is just being a part of something that lets people know what all's out there, you know, and so be able to bring awareness to that type of thing. And your show does an awesome job with that. So I'm looking forward to seeing how, and you've already interviewed some pretty interesting people already, right?
Yeah, it's been fun so far. Yeah, thank you.
So,
I appreciate that.
So that's kind of what this network is about, is just bringing awareness to what's going on in this area, and the overall vision is we want to have a concept where we just take this to every city, you know, and have it to where You know, because there's fun things to do in every city. You know, a lot of times people say, "Oh, there's nothing to do here," you know, and the thing about it is they just don't know what there is to do.
Yeah.
And so what we want to be able to have is create a platform to where local vendors and merchants can come in and just, you know, talk about all the services they offer, all the products they offer, and you'll be surprised. There is so much talent out there as far as people that do amazing things, you know, making all these different food products, and you know, up here in the Appalachian Mountains with the moonshine, and there's just some characters in the
Right.
hills that I'm just looking forward to really just pouring into and getting to know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it, about meeting all these people. When I was approached about it, you know, myself, I was like stoked because, you know, I've lived in Knoxville my whole life. And so, you know, it's not far from the Smokies, and we've always traveled, you know, my whole life back and forth. And there's so many things to do, and it's growing just constantly.
It is.
And
It
it's
is.
insane. And I think, you know, I love the thought of helping people who come in, because it's funny because I'm so used to being here that I'm kind of shocked sometimes whenever I see all these different license plates from so many far off places. I'm like,
It is
wow,
crazy.
they're here visiting
Yeah.
here. And it's
Yeah.
so funny because we go other places to visit, you know, and it's just like, we don't even know what all is in our hometown, you know,
really don't.
our area. I mean, because just the new stuff that's growing, it amazes me. You know, finding out about all the stuff that's, you know, coming up that they're building, and it's
Oh my
just
gosh.
it's insane.
Every time I drive down the main strip, there is new construction,
Yeah.
there's new timeshares going up, and there's constant traffic jams, and
Yep.
there's just all these great things that are developing in this area. And you're right, people that's in Knoxville, that's in Morristown, that's in these surrounding areas don't really know all the development that's going on up here unless they're here day in and day out. So I'm super stoked about this network and,
Yeah.
and all the great things that it's going to do, and all the people it's going to help.
Oh yeah, definitely. And even just like, you know, the small things that you don't really even think about, like that will bring in that people haven't even heard of, that have been around for years. I mean, like you were talking about up in the Appalachia, people that sell like the homemade stuff, that's the best stuff. I mean, that's better than the store-bought stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the homemade apple pies
Apple
and
pies
apple
and the-
apple butter and all that stuff. Yeah, and I'm just excited about learning about all this cool stuff. So
Now, you've been in acting as well, right?
Uh-huh.
You've been
Yep.
in television and motion pictures and things like that.
I have, yeah, I've been in over 50, 60 TV
Oh
shows.
my gosh, I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was that much. Laura.
Yeah, about 20, maybe 25 movies. I've been modeling and doing all of it since I was 2 years old, and so, you know, it's in my blood.
So you got a little
so.
bit of experience.
I do, yes. It's just it's so exciting being a part
It
of
is.
this. So I want to know, how did you get started? What did you do before you were in the media?
Okay, so it's just one of those. I've done everything.
Right.
I've done everything. I've tried acting. I've tried singing. I've tried business starting and development, and I've done all those things. I've done them well, and so I'm constantly looking for new challenges. Right before I got into this, I was in football. I was a football coach.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and so was at the college level, at the high school level.
Wow.
And it just got to a place to where I was like, you know, I want to change it up again. And so there's this conflicting thing going on internally. You know, every time you're looking at, you know, completely changing up things.
Oh, definitely.
You have this. You have these thoughts of, well, what happens if you get into it and it doesn't work out?
It's scary.
Yeah, it really is. And so for me, it was just one of those things. I had a lot going on in my life. Was going through some family stuff, had a divorce, just all these different things to where I was like, you know what? I just need a complete change. a complete change. And so when I was able to do that, I just started developing websites, started doing graphic work, and then started doing weddings. And of course, every time people would say, hey, well, do you do film work? Do you do websites? It was always yes. It was always yes. And I didn't know anything about any of it, you know. So like people ask me where I went to school to learn all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, I go to youtube.com, YouTube University, you know.
Right.
And but every time they would ask me something, the answer was always yes. Yes, I can do it. Then I get on YouTube and, you know, try to
learn how to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what they always tell you in the industry too.
Right.
Even if you don't know how to do it, you always say yes, and then you learn how to do it
Exactly.
for that. Yeah.
Exactly.
You
And
never
so
say no.
Every time I was approached with something, it was always yes, always yes. And so that's a good book idea, The Rhythm of Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll write that down. But everything was just always, yes, I know how to do it. I would try to find out how to do it. I would get good enough at it to where more people would ask, and it just grew from there. And so somehow, Laura, it transformed into me being behind the cameras to me now being in front of the cameras. And so here I am, you know. So that's kind of how everything got started. And but it's just amazing at how you have a certain set of goals, and then you look back 5, 10, 15 years and you're like, how did I get here? You know?
Yeah.
But I think the common denominator is no matter what it is that you do, be positive, you know, have a positive mindset, have a refuse to lose attitude. Giving up is never an option.
Right.
I think a lot of people have, you know, this, you know, they'll have plan A, then they'll have plan B, plan C, plan D. And the more educated you get, the more you think that that's good. That's a good idea. But really, when you think about it, you know, the only reason plan A should not happen is because you're dead, you know. Plan B, plan C, all those things are just distractions from plan A. And so what I had to do was just get rid of all of those plan B, plan C's, all that stuff, to where I'm like, I'm focusing on this, I'm getting good at it, and the only reason that it won't work is because I'm dead.
Right, right. Yeah. Well, that's a great attitude to have, and I feel the same way. You keep on keeping on. I mean, you just can't stop. I mean, I know I've dealt with the same stuff with, you know, my career as well, and there's ups and there's downs, but you just still keep on going on.
Absolutely.
And you just let the drive keep you going. And it's all about the drive, it's all about the goals, and you just don't stop. You just don't take no for an answer.
Yes, yes. Let's pause for a fist bump.
Sounds great, yes. So, yeah, it's I totally identify with a lot that you've said, but it is great to have you on the show.
Oh, it's
Emmanuel.
great to be here. Thank you
so
so
glad
much.
You came
Yes,
by.
ma'am. Thank you.
Good luck on your show.
Thank you. You too.
And I will thank you.
I'm going to have you over for the show
Awesome.
at some point.
Yeah,
Yes,
that'd be great.
Okay.
And I'll definitely be tuning into your show too.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
awesome. And I loved your story. That's great.
you.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to Life in the Smokies with Laura on the Mountain Fun Life Network. And remember, climb a mountain, have fun with life.